Order! Order! My colleagues in calamity, I hereby call to order the meeting of the International Mad Scientist Society. As you know, it is time for the Mad Scientist Society's annual Most Evil Invention in the World contest.
Here, evil!
Yes, esteemed evildoers, you have all had a year to work in your secret laboratories on an evil invention that will shock the entire world with its dastardly design. Who is first?
I am Dr. Micronox, and the most evil invention in the world is my shrink ray.
Ooh.
It can reduce a monument to the size of a toy. I will have the Eiffel Tower on my keychain and mount Rushroar as a paperweight.
Very evil, Dr. Micronox. I guess bad things do come in small packages. Who is next? I am Baroness Antarctica. My entry for world's most evil invention is the freeze ray.
Ooh.
I shall encase all the world's most famous monuments in solid ice. How chillingly evil. Okay, who is next?
Hey. Hi, guys. My name is Roy. And for the most evil invention of the world contest, I invented this child molesting robot.
I beg your pardon, what?
Oh, I'm sorry, I'll speak up. It's a robot that is designed to molest children, and I call it the Robochomo. See, it's powered by solar rechargeable fuel cells, cost pennies to manufacture, and it can theoretically molest twice as many children as a human molester, and quite frankly, half the time. So, do I win the contest? It seems like I win.
Oh my god.
What's wrong?
What's wrong? My most evil idea was a blizzard in July.
Right. Well, I went in a slightly different direction with the assignment.
You built a mechanical sex predator.
Yes. That's exactly right. That's it. This guy gets it. You get it.
Oh my god, no I don't. How do you even build a child molesting robot?
Well, that is a great question. What you do is you start by building a regular robot, and then you just molest it, and you hope it continues the cycle.
Dear Lord Almighty, that is the most hideous thing I have ever heard in my life.
Oh, well, thank you very much. See, the shrink guy is with me all the way.
Stop saying that.
You know, I want to remind you guys that in Webster's dictionary, it defines evil as profoundly immoral.
We know what evil means.
Well, it seems like you don't, because you built a freeze ray. I mean, Benito Mussolini used to force-feed people castor oil until they literally died of diarrhea. I mean, that's got to be where the goalposts are, right? Am I crazy, or...?
I think someone should call the police.
Okay. Well, look, I think we're all getting a little hangry right now. Let's just break for lunch. I'll buy you all a sandwich at the restaurant across the street.
Get out of here now.
Hey, we'll talk it over at the restaurant across the street with the medieval decor and the little miniature beef sandwiches.
It's a White Castle, man. Just say White Castle. Who the hell calls White Castle a sandwich restaurant?
Okay, well, you guys are mad. I'm sorry. I just wanted to win the contest. I guess I screwed up.
No, Roy. You have nothing to apologize for. Yes, you made a robot that molests children. But you also made an important point here today. Things are always better with juicy beef and onion sandwiches from White Castle, America's medieval sandwich restaurant.
White Castle. We'll serve anybody.
I like it. I love it.
That's good.
That might be one of my favorite ones.
It's good stuff. It's simple and clean, you know?
Just like
Don't
molesting
Kingdom Hearts
children.
that. Do not Kingdom Hearts that.
I just got that
See,
reference.
Dalton gets it.
No, I don't.
Dalton was with you the whole way.
Stop saying that.
And the best part about it was that Josh wasn't here to screw it up. All right. Welcome to the PZ85, the final PZ85 legendary group chat podcast for happiness. And
Hunter and I are still in the group chat.
We come here and we do this every weekend. You know what it is? It's Saturday.
No,
and tonight
it's not Saturday.
It's not.
Hunter, wait a minute.
Friday.
Hunter, can we say it's Saturday one time for him?
Yeah, you know what? Let's take two.
Try that again, Shannon.
Okay, here we go. Yeah. All right, you know what that means, guys. It's Saturday.
It's Saturday.
It is Saturday.
And we're here to bring the funny, and it's gonna get real sentimental tonight because I'm sure at some point we're gonna be talking about how much we all fucking hate Tanner.
Until he gets here, anyway.
Yeah, I think is he joining in late?
Who knows? I don't know.
He might have
I
company.
have no clue.
My name is Shannon Young, by the way. Sorry, I got ice in my mouth because I made iced coffee.
Oh, is it? Did you use the button? You just press the button, make a little iced coffee there?
You just press a button and it says iced, and it makes it. Hold on.
I don't know why I went full Stewie when he's asking Brian about his novel. Oh, you writing that novel, huh? You got some interesting characters there. Some friends become enemies. Some enemies become friends. Yeah, that's what you're doing.
God, I hate.
I'm sure it'll work. I'm sure it'll work out.
I hate you so much.
I think
Your goofy impersonations are usually spot on.
It's not that good.
He's
it
good.
Sounds
That's
better
why
on the mic than it does in person.
That's why I wanted you to be The Rock. I think I said my name was Shannon Young. Also with me tonight, Double H with us.
We'll see. What you do is you molest it, and then you just hope it continues the cycle.
Dear Lord Almighty. Also with us, the big D, Dalton Anthony.
Yo.
And then possibly joining us a little bit later, Tanner Calvert.
Bucket. Ah, dang it. I was doing his too.
Mr. Bucket.
I got this one. Hamilton reference.
Oh, God damn it.
What the hell was that?
That's Tanner. That's what he says.
I guess I'll have to break down and watch Hamilton at some point.
Yeah, I was gonna say you've been talking about how little you've had to do, and I'm like, that's like a 3-hour show, man.
Well,
Just get on it.
I've been really, really going with this existential crisis stuff, and it's been working out for me pretty well so far. I did watch
either that or the Cup and Ball.
Yeah, well, I was really into that Cup and Ball for a little while. I started watching Lovecraft Country, and I think okay. Can we talk about Lovecraft Country for a second?
I mean, we got an hour.
Can we start?
You
the
were
show
about
up
to say
with
the
this?
Lovecraft is almost ready. Is what
The
you hit me with.
Lovecraft. Dalton, you haven't watched Lovecraft Country, have you?
I haven't, but I'm kind of interested in it.
I don't know if I want to talk about it
you
too
would be
much.
terrified.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the difference
Yeah.
between like Lovecraft horror is I feel like it's not as slashery. It's more just like what the
Well, good news for you, pal.
the
Lovecraft.
second half of the first episode would like a word.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
no, we're good then. Thank you. You can talk all about it you want.
And Lovecraft pretty much stops after the second episode. That's the part I was surprised at, was the show is called Lovecraft Country. And I thought that meant the whole show was going to be them going to Lovecraft Country. It was the first episode. And then I just finished. You didn't watch episode 4, did you?
No, so Sarah and I watched the first episode. For the first half, I was like, I don't know if this is going to work, man. And then the second half, I was pretty into it. But then within the first, I would say we made it 20 minutes into episode 2. And I paused it I think I paused it to take Parker out. And I looked over and I was like, is this doing anything for you? And she was on her phone. Now, I'm on my phone pretty consistently, especially when we're watching, like right now we're rewatching The X-Files. Well, I've seen them all. So I can play around and watch TV at the same time. But she was on her phone in the middle of a brand new show, and I looked over, and as soon as I asked it, I was like, I know where this is going. She goes, yeah, I'm good. So we gave up after, like I said, about 20 minutes of episode 2, which I know is probably not enough to fully judge it, but I just, like I told you, it didn't hit me right, man. I don't know.
So I really loved episode 1. I thought episode 1 was fantastic. The creatures looked awesome.
Yeah.
The episode 2 was a little weird. And is it just me, or did you watch the full episode 2? Did you watch all of it?
No, we never made it past those first 20 minutes. Once they started getting to the point of, and this is going to be a little like mini spoiler for anybody who's going to watch this show, but I assume we're going to spoil everything that's happened to this point.
Probably
when they started talking about how everybody but the main character like suddenly didn't remember what happened in the first episode, I was like, oh, this is too early for this. I am not interested in this story.
So they did explain why.
Okay.
And again, I don't. All right, so spoilers. If you don't want to hear any spoilers for Lovecraft Country, just skip
ahead about 5 minutes.
5 minutes or so, yeah. And that's your warning. 3, 2, 1. So the main character is a descendant of those guys in the cult.
Okay.
That's why they needed him there, because they needed his blood, basically, because they're going to open a portal to the other side and become immortal. And like the thing that really fucked with me about it was that like that felt like the season finale, and it was the second episode. Yeah. It's like, because then in the third episode, they've completely left, and they're back to their normal life, and it's about ghosts. And then the fourth episode it basically turned into a night at the museum or Da Vinci Code or National Treasure, where they're like underground trying to find these secret texts. And I'm like, this is not the show I signed up for, but I am interested because I like the characters a lot. Dalton, you would like, because I know you're a fan of the famous French actor Juicy Smoulier, aren't you?
Sure, we're gonna need an answer here.
Sure.
You know the famous French actor Juicy Smoulier.
I hate you so much.
His sister's in it. Her name's Journey Smoulier, I assume.
I think it's Small-Yay.
I always thought it was Smollett, but I'm also simple.
I don't know. I literally don't know.
She was
and I also don't mind.
She was Black Canary in Birds of Prey, which I was like, I know I recognize her from somewhere.
Oh, yeah. That is isn't it?
She is the best character on the show. I absolutely love her character. I adore her. And Courtney B. Vance is one of my favorite actors. Yeah. So, yeah, well, don't get used to him. He's dead in the second episode.
Of course.
But instead, they bring on Michael K. Williams, who's also a fucking fantastic actor. So
yeah, that's true.
It's real good. It's real good, and I think you should give it another chance because it really goes in directions you don't think it's going to go. And I'm still interested. I'm excited to see what the next part brings. I don't know. They got me. It's not what I signed up for, but they got me.
I feel like I might. It might be one of those shows that when the whole thing's out, this feels like it might be better for me to binge than to watch individually. Like, I can watch The Boys once a week and be totally satisfied. But this show feels like I'm not going to want to sit around and wait for answers. Like, if I could just sit and watch 2 or 3 of them back to back, that might be to my benefit.
Honestly, that's what got me through Titans, because I hated Titans when it came out, because I had to wait weekly. But, like, whenever quarantine happened, I, like, just re-upped my DC Universe, and I'll be like, oh, I'll give it a second shot. And it was way more enjoyable whenever I didn't have to, like, hate an episode. I could just be like, well, maybe the next episode will answer a question. And it did, and it actually is a good show.
Yeah,
that's how I felt about Lovecraft Country. I'm glad that I binged 3 episodes in one night, and then I caught the 4th one the next day, so I didn't have to wait in between the episodes. They hooked me pretty quick.
See, I feel like that makes a big difference because we were watching it bit by bit, and that first episode, when it was over, I thought, okay, well, this is the pilot. I really like the second half of it at least. Maybe the rest of the show will be more like that. And then, again, 20 minutes into that second episode, I was just like... And 2, I mean, we were, without going too in-depth, we were right in the middle of, like, the midst of work issues. And it was just like, man, I don't have the mental capacity to put up with this show right now. Meanwhile, I can watch The Boys, which I cannot stress enough is a great show. Dalton, you would really enjoy The Boys. And Shannon, you would, too. We've talked about this.
Is that on Amazon?
It is on Amazon Prime, and they're on. It's the season 2. The 4th episode of season 2 dropped today because when they came out or came back with it last week, they dropped the first 3 episodes on the same day, which was kind of cool. It is there's a lot going on. It is Watchmen adjacent, but it's not so serious because it's a comic in and of itself. Garth Ennis and a couple of others did this comic, The Boys. But if you're listening and you don't know anything about it, I sold it to Shannon as the Punisher decides that the Justice League needs to be taken down a peg, basically.
You know, the funny part about that, Hunter?
Yes.
I had read The Boys.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
like
when
how much of it? Because it is...
I didn't read all of it. I didn't read all of it.
Okay.
I think I read up to the part where there was a little bit of
the bubbly?
A little bit of sexual. You know what I'm talking about, right? With the new girl where she's because it's different in the comic than it was in the show, from what I understand.
Yeah.
And that made me uncomfortable enough that I was like, I don't know about this one.
Yeah.
But I do want to go back and watch it because I'm about to be done. I'm done with Lovecraft Country until the next episode. I want something new to watch. Yeah. Lately, I've just been watching that goddamn Chris Chan documentary again.
Dude, well, I really hate that you and Shelby have that in common because I thought we were getting over that hill.
No, I love Shelby for that reason exactly. I told Jesse, I'm like, keep this girl. I pulled like when Tanner found out that Maria liked fucking what was that show with the Canadian hillbillies? Letterkenny. when he found out she liked
Trailer Park Boys. That's what it was.
Yeah. And he was like, marry her. That's what I told Jesse and Shelby. And he marry her, and then we can all watch Hamilton together.
Why is he? I don't even have. Usually, I'm like, why is he this person? I don't even have a person for that. That really is just Tanner.
Except that it's in a bucket. So.
Oh. I forgot how to do this show after last week. I don't even know what I'm doing right now.
Last week.
Hey, everybody! Let's take a second. Let's send a shout out to Matt Sism.
That was it was good audio.
Oh man,
no,
I was gonna say he's got to be listening to this, and if he is, I need him to know how much. Because I told him as soon as you started saying these things, I'm like, if nobody else, Dalton loved it and literally asked me why you two haven't met yet. So,
yeah. I love Sism. I do. I think Sism's a cool guy.
Nuts.
We've been acquaintances for a long time. The only thing I hated about it was just he was so loud. Yeah. And his audio came across so loud.
If he turned the gain of his microphone down a little bit, perfect guest.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there were so
I wouldn't
apologies.
Yeah, I wouldn't say perfect guest.
He texted me, he texted everyone else. What you guys don't know, by the way, because I don't think we ever mentioned this on the air, is that the show ended at 9. The broadcast ended at 9. The discussion ended around 11:30 because he trapped me and Cody in the Discord and ranted for just legitimately hours about. I mean, it literally reached the point where he was doing the drunk thing of like, this guy. He was talking about me. He's like, this guy. I love this guy. This is the best guy. And then he starts reading these short stories that he's written because Matt, I think he already said it on the show, but I'm not going to give away too much. He works in that field to a degree, and he sells us on this short story as he had to turn something in for a class, and he only had 2 hours to do it because he had forgotten about it, and so he writes this story based around the lyrics to Creed's "Higher." And it's all about this guy going to sing karaoke at you remember when they did that at Show Me's, when Show Me's was a thing in Cape. Yes, no, is that just me? Am I the only one?
I don't know.
I barely remember Show Me's.
Yeah, I don't know Show Me's in fairness.
Are you okay? Independence. You know where that Mexican restaurant is on Independence and Cape?
Muy Bueno?
Muy Bueno? Yeah. So that used to be a place called Show Me's, and it was basically low-rent Hooters in Cape.
Okay.
Look it up because these restaurants are not just in Cape. There's a bunch of them. They're like a chain. And he used to go there and do karaoke, like with his buddies and stuff. So he writes this story, and it includes like literal lyrics of, wondering if she could take him higher. And it's just, he would stop every time he was coming up on an inclusion of a lyric from the song, and it was either me or Cody. It was like he would roll flip a coin, and then he would stop and go, Hunter, you're gonna love this part, and then he would read it, and then he would stop a little bit later, Cody, and you would hear Cody because he was playing like NBA Jam or something in the background. He would stop and go, yeah, Cody, you're gonna love this part. Check this out. It was so much. It got to the point where when Cody ducked out and Matt was still talking, I had to literally go to bed and close my Discord before he could respond.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mother.
No. 1858.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Okay, that works.
But yeah, no, I love Sism so much. That was such a fun episode for me to listen to because I could without Shannon saying anything, I could hear him getting frustrated.
Yeah. No. You would be surprised how I really wasn't that frustrated with him. Tanner. Oh my God, Tanner was frustrated with him.
I forgot on 3 different occasions that Tanner and Cody were on that show.
Yeah, and that's what I said. I said the only thing I regretted was that Tanner and Cody, I just felt bad for them because they were just kind of there. But I remember there was one spot in particular where Tanner literally said, all right, Shannon, I'm done talking. You tell the story. And I thought, uh-oh.
Because it's one of those, like, if I would have been on the show and he had to apologize, I'd have been like, Sism, you shut the fuck up and never apologize to me again. You keep going.
There was a point where he would, between every sentence, bounce back and forth between apologizing because he knew something was wrong, and then he would stop and be like, I don't give a fuck. We're going to start our own podcast. This is the podcast now. I'm in charge. And then he would get on to something and be like, I'm sorry, guys. I'm talking too much. And then he would stop and go, no, I'm not sorry. I'm going to start my own podcast. I'm like, who are you talking to? Who is this for?
Well, I mean, hey, there's a open spot on the podcast if he wants to jump on. So tonight is.
You want to talk about that?
Yeah. So tonight's my last episode for everyone listening, and the word on the street is they don't believe me.
I think
two of the three people here don't believe you.
Here's what I believe. It is your last episode for now. Which, to be fair, is exactly what you said.
Yeah.
It was never, I'm leaving the show and I'm not coming back.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people misunderstood that. Even if you go back, if you have me on Facebook and you go back and read that message, it says literally, I just need to take a little bit of time off. It could be a week, it could be a month. I don't really know right now. And I mean that. Like, I never said I was leaving permanently. It's just, I had it in my head that if I left, maybe I would work on my writing and then I'd hit it big and be rich and then I would never come back, because why the fuck would I?
Fair enough.
But at the same time, I'll probably be back, because it's not that I don't enjoy doing the show. Of course I love doing the show. I mean, like I said, it's been over 5 years now, but at this point, we're still, it's still fun. It's more fun now than I think it's been in a long time. And, I don't say that as a shot against Allie. I don't want anyone thinking that, because Allie was fantastic on this show. It's more the...
No one was thinking that.
Well, I think it. Anytime,
no.
I worry too much.
I think your issue and why you think it's more fun now is because the lack of, like, interaction with people that you genuinely like compared to work has greatly decreased.
Well, yeah, you're 100% right. And it also helps the fact that we don't fucking care anymore. Like,
that also helps.
I would also venture that part of it is, and this is just subconscious, but literally not recording at the store. You were spending
way too much time
the
at the
majority
store.
of your time in that store.
Yeah, 100%. I would work all day and then record for probably 2 hours plus, because pre-shows and stuff like that. I spent most of my time at the store. I mentioned this. Oh no, I don't want to tell that story. Never mind.
I will say this is the shortest retirement in a PZ85 history, because you announced it Tuesday night and did a show Thursday night.
Well, the only reason, to be fair,
I know why. I just thought it was funny. So, like, I was just thinking, like, all right, cool, because I put a time in my head how long it was going to be that you were going to be gone. And
Dalton, you'll appreciate this. The reason for that was that he needed time to. It's a stepping down process. He needed time to find somewhere for his kids to go.
I don't like. Shut the fuck up.
What?
Nothing.
I'll explain in the Discord while he's talking.
Right. So, and let me look back through all the fucking Discord that I missed, because I didn't see any of these. Holy shit.
Yeah, no, they're pretty good. But I was.
Yeah, they're better than pretty good. F you.
I'm putting
in work over here. I'm fighting for my fucking life, man.
The time that I thought, and then you being like, I'm doing Thursday, I was just like, well, I was dead wrong.
I wasn't going to do Thursday until that shit came out about Trump, and I was like, no, I got to talk about this. No,
that's fair. That whole new thing is ridiculous. But we literally have him on record, or not even on record, on audio saying it, and they're like, well... he was taking care of us.
He was TCOB, taking care of business.
I was just like, all right.
I told Jesse, I was like, I'm going to start my own podcast about politics. And then I could just sense the anger. And I'm like, no, I won't do that, because you just want me to put it on the network.
I did love I'm stepping down from the podcast. And then, like, less than 24 hours later, Shannon Young's going to be on Big Lee's World, which Lee has a fantastic podcast. I've been on it.
Lee has been trying to get me on the show for a long, long time.
I'm aware.
So just for those of you out there who are listening, because I know I've been doing this show for close to 5.5 years, I have never done another podcast, ever. Dalton has done multiple podcasts. Ace has done multiple podcasts. I have never done another one. I had talked to Kevin Huntsberg about doing my 1-2-3 cents. I talked to Big Lee about doing Big Lee's World, which, by the way, for the longest time, most of us thought Big Lee's World was just vaporware. He had been talking about it for like 2 years, and we just never thought it was going to come to fruition. And
Oh, no, it's real, baby.
Yeah, and I'm pretty excited to be on there because, we got some questions they're going to ask me. I know I'm always the focal point of the podcast because I talk so much, but I've never been the focal point of the podcast. So I'm kind of curious to see how this goes. I'm pretty excited to be on Big Lee's World. And then I'm going to take some time off. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my personal life in order. I'm going to play some video games because Battlegrounds comes out. Fuck.
I already
This made me spit on my fucking microphone.
I love that Shannon made a joke and then you made him die.
Oh, that fucking Marge picture. It's like you might as well put that picture of Florida up because that always gets me.
It's pronounced Florida.
No, not this one.
It's Florida.
No, this is if you get Florida from Wish. If you get Florida from Wish.
That's the Florida we got.
That's what I always say about Calvin. Calvin's like if you order Adam Driver from Wish.com, you get Calvin.
I didn't know Adam Driver knew how to make hentai.
But if you order Keanu Reeves from Wish.com, you get Adam Driver. So.
Florida.
It's not an upgrade, but it's still okay.
It's just the less expensive one.
Yeah. I've only ordered. I've never ordered anything from Wish. Actually, have you guys ever ordered anything from Wish?
Why would anyone?
Well, okay, hold on now. I know. So I think it was Allie. It was either Allie or Lindsay. I'm pretty sure it was Allie. She bought me a World of Warcraft Stormwind Alliance banner from Wish. That's pretty badass. It's sitting in my office here. And Lindsay's ordered a bunch of stuff off there. Recently, she ordered a giant like wall scroll, and it's a painting, I believe. I think. She's going to kill me if I'm wrong. Or it's a picture from an anime. It's one or the other with her. The problem is that it's like they took a tiny picture and they blew it up to a giant size.
Yep. I was just about to say, and what they did was they just copy and pasted an image from Google search.
Yep.
And then just made it fit. Because that's a thing
that quality is just chef's kiss.
Because What Culture or Cultaholic or one of the two, they would buy they do a video series. It's like $200 of useless stuff, wrestling stuff on Wish, and there was one of Randy Orton, and the Getty Images logo was on the banner, or some shit like that. And it's that's Wish. I've always
that's actually just the name of Randy's new character.
Yeah,
Getty Images. Mr. Images. Yeah. Getty Images.
That's his.
I will say. And since Ace is not on here, I can say this without worrying. Randy Orton has been the best thing in wrestling since this shutdown.
I agree.
I know this isn't PWU, but
well, actually, I'm glad you brought that up because I wasn't on PW this week, and there was something I wanted to talk about really quick. I sent Hunter this. I didn't know. I knew that WWE had dropped CFO $, whatever their names are.
CFOs, yeah.
I didn't know that they brought in a new team, and so I started listening to some of this new team's music, and I really like their themes. I really do. The Io Shirai theme is badass. Bailey's is really, really cool. Karrion Kross has a sweet ass theme. I like their music more than I like CFO's. So
the issue of it is, and it's I think the issue that you're running into is CFOs were so good at making a hook of a theme that anything past all right,
seconds.
it's just that it's it's just the same song. They just repeat it a whole lot. But the issue is that it's such a good 30 seconds.
Yeah, they did really good. But you're 100% right. They just looped a lot. One of my favorite themes for the longest time was Johnny Gargano's Rebel Heart, but it's just the same 40 seconds over and over again. Which is disappointing. I also really love Baron Corbin's theme. Man, that's a good theme. And
the current one? The King Corbin theme?
No. The same song, but without the King bullshit. That when it was just the rock song, that's really badass.
Yeah.
And then they added Broken Dreams, the actual Broken Dreams by Drew McIntyre's music to Spotify.
Shaman's Harvest. And it's really, really good. I also like Shaman's Harvest, by the way. That's a good band. I don't think I ever told this story on here, but I know, or more realistically, I do know, but not like we're super good friends or anything. But I went to high school with one of the guitarists in Shaman's Harvest.
Really?
I think you've told me that personally, but I don't think you've ever said it.
His name is Derek Ship. I assume he's still with them. Let me look up real quick. When they released a new album, they sent a copy to Real Rock, and I posted a picture with it, and I was like, hey, I got this. And he liked it on Facebook, and he was like, hope you enjoy. And I'm like, that's weird. Why is that? And so I go look, and I'm like, oh, Derek's in Shaman's Harvest. Okay. Fair enough. Because, see, they were based in Jeff City originally. Is he still with them? Let's see. Yeah, members, Derek Ship. There he is. Which is, super strange. I think we're still friends on Facebook.
That reminds me of my journalism teacher, John Musgrave. He was the landlord for a while over the band. Do you guys? I never pronounced it right. Do you remember Revis? No, yeah, no one really does.
I don't think so.
They had like one hit song from, I want to say it was the Daredevil soundtrack, and I'm gonna post it in the chat here. Not that you guys are gonna listen to it right now or ever, but it's a good song. There are good songs on both sides.
There are definitely good songs. We got a song thing to do too, don't we? Because me and Dalton have to do that.
Yeah, and I want to do it again because it was fun.
So there's Derek for the record, just to confirm that yes, A, we are friends, B, he went to New Madrid, and C, he is in Shaman's Harvest.
Hunter,
it's super bizarre. It was just the weirdest thing.
How bizarre?
How bizarre.
I'm not friends with him on Facebook, but hold on, let me text Dolph real quick and see what he thinks of that.
God.
Okay. Can you ask him if his Keurig also has an iced coffee button?
I want to ask
if so.
I want to ask him if they're going to redo his music because goddamn, he needs it.
I'm bored. I'm bored of it.
Bored of that.
Yeah, we got to do this.
Hate you guys.
I'm bored in the house, and I'm in the house bored. We got to redo this, or not redo. You got to redo. We got to do. Dalton, you know what this thing is that we're doing? This music thing.
No, this is new to me.
Also, I need...
He's trying to catch up with everything I just said. None of that made any sense to him.
I need one of you to time us because my time's off now, so whenever we get to an hour, let me know.
I got it.
Yeah. We're at 31 minutes.
Okay.
We're good. Yes.
Okay.
31.
So basically, Dalton, what it is you go to... Do you have your Spotify up?
Oh, yeah. So I don't do Spotify. I do have... iTunes did a Replay 2020 playlist that you could download. It's your top 20 or it's your top 100 songs you've listened to in 2020.
All right, so I'm going to need you to understand that this is not top songs.
Yeah.
You have to shuffle your playlist.
Right.
Yeah, it's 100 songs. I'll shuffle it.
But the idea is that you shuffle all the songs you have.
Just get on...
Not just your 100 best songs.
Why would you not be on Spotify?
Because I have Apple Music.
But I was going to say, I also have Apple Music. And Dalton, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle the songs I have downloaded on my phone. That makes the most sense.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm just going to use Spotify. So
okay, so when this first came up, because you were no longer in the AD chat, I asked Lindsay what was going on, and she gave the list, and I said, okay, I don't use Spotify. I use Apple Music also. I said, so I will literally just shuffle the songs on my phone. And I quote, Lindsay said, that's cool. Music streaming service is music streaming service. Ergo, I got permission.
yeah, she's not very picky. She dated me for 10 years.
Jeez.
Last show.
Oh.
Are we doing...
Yeah.
Last show. I'm going out. I'm going to flip off. I'm going to tell secrets tonight before we get off here. All secrets will be revealed.
Secrets. Hey, Dalton.
Yo.
Fart.
No, he's not here. Fuck him. Me. Stop ASMR. God, stop ASMRing in my ears. Please, fucking quit it.
Dalton, I'm gonna go there.
Oh God, I can't wait for an hour. Shannon, it's been an hour. We need to end the show right now.
Private parts.
Oh my God, you're such a.
You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You'll all miss me when I'm gone, and that goes out to you listeners too. You think this is gonna be good without me? Yeah, you're probably right. All right, let's do it.
Not this, because this is just Thursday now.
Yeah,
that's it.
I'm gonna miss horse time. Oh wait, by the way,
you keep saying that, but again, okay,
guys, breaking news.
Yo,
it's horse time.
God,
it's horse time.
That's the best and worst thing Asa ever came up with.
The first half of the Thursday show is not going to happen anymore because nobody's going to talk politics with it was just you and Jesse. And Jesse said outright, if you're not there, he doesn't want to do it.
It was mostly
nobody else wants to do it. So, well, I mean, but he was there to bounce off of, I guess I should say. So that time's got to be filled. This show would not make sense otherwise, and me and Tanner needed a different day of the week to do I Want to Believe, so we're doing it there. So basically just the first half of Thursday is going to be this. You think we can sustain this for an hour without you?
Yes.
There's no way.
Dalton, I have a question for you.
Yo, what's up?
Speaking of horse time, what kind of bread does a racehorse eat?
What? No. What? What?
Oh,
kind?
wait. I know.
Go ahead, Hunter.
It's thoroughbred.
Dalton.
Oh, I think it's an hour. I think
Dalton,
we're an hour.
hang on.
Dalton.
Hang on. Let me try it this way. It's thoroughbred.
God, why? Why is this the hill you guys choose to die on bitwise
Dalton,
with me?
Dalton, one more.
Yeah, what's up?
What ailment do horses fear the most?
What?
Hay fever.
God, stop! It's a shitty joke in your ear.
Dalton, is this your street sign? I think I found your house on Google Maps. Is this where you live?
Oh God, I gotta click on it to read it.
I think. All right, so you just found the name of tonight's episode. A dog will lick his butt but won't eat a pickle.
Road.
Road.
Please put road at the end of it.
Road. Victory Road, like last week's show. Did you see that, by the way, Dalton?
What?
We thought you would appreciate that. The name of the title for last week's episode of this show was Victory Road because Sism showed up way too drunk and crashed the whole thing.
He was Jeff Hardy.
We literally said he Jeff Hardy'd us.
I didn't even realize that was the joke.
I'm sure people were like, "Oh, is this like a Pokemon episode or
Nope.
what's going on here?"
No, that was, oh my God, that is the best deep cut. I thought it was weird, but I didn't put two and two together. That is fucking genius.
I'm pretty sure Sism caught them all that night.
Yeah, in his mouth.
Oh.
All right, so we're doing the potty shuffles here tonight.
How many songs we doing?
We'll start with 5 and see where the night takes
5.
us.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll just see what happens after that.
So
right.
if you
Also, Dalton, not only did I find your street on Google Maps,
God
I
damn
found
it.
your parking spot.
All right, go ahead. I fucking hate you.
It's
so
reserved
much.
for Mr. Fart.
Hunter, can you say that more into the mic, please?
No, don't say it more into the mic.
You're gonna make me laugh really hard. It's reserved for Mr. Fart.
I fucking hate you two so much.
Oh, this is the content I came here for. This
This
is
is content you have to stay for.
this is why it's hard. This is why it's hard to go. And it was so sudden too, wasn't it? It was just kind of out of nowhere. It was like an RKO. To be fair, you guys know I've been trying to leave for years.
Yeah, we never
years.
did figure out why though.
Mostly it was just
No, I take that back. You know what? I'm gonna hit you with a punch to the gut real quick. I know exactly why you want to leave.
Oh.
Let me break this down real quick before we get into these songs. Here's why you want to leave.
okay.
Because as we all know, and I've called you out on this a million times, Shannon Young does not like popular. Shannon likes to be underground, deep cut, secondary character.
Yeah.
And as soon as something gets too popular, he doesn't like it. So the second the show started to take off,
Yeah.
something even though it's something you're a part of, that switch flipped, and you're like, well, I don't want to do that anymore. It's too popular.
It suddenly felt very mainstream. You know, we got
Exactly.
We got away.
It was
from,
shallow and pedantic.
Yeah, it was derivative too.
And derivative.
Yeah, we started this show. If you go back and listen to some of the old shows, it was the Wild Wild West, as we like to call it.
Just don't.
But we had some good shows. We talked about police brutality.
We did.
We talked about serious shit, and that went away at somewhere around the year and a half mark, and then it just became Weenie and the Butt every night. But Weenie and the Butt's fun in moderation, and that's part of it. I mean, what put me over the edge was something completely personal, but yeah. I mean, you're pretty much right. That's horse time right there.
I know.
So that's why I'll start my own podcast, a new one, and I'll start from the ground up with no listeners, and I'll build another empire, and then I'll quit that. And yeah, I seem to quit things whenever I get good at it. I guess I'm always looking for a new challenge. I guess
that's what it is.
I don't know. Anyway, let's talk about these.
Yes.
Let's shuffle these horses. So, if you listen to last night's show, basically we take our music app of choice, we shuffle our songs, and we're going to tell you the 5 songs we hit at random, and we'll tell you a little bit about it, why we like it, and why it's on our playlist. So, let's start with Dalton. Dalton, why don't you tell us your first one? Fucking merge.
I love how it's Dalton fucking merge. So I'm gonna
the POV is that you're in the back seat while Dalton is driving.
Yeah,
Dalton merge.
So I'm gonna merge into this list with "Passion" by Hikaru. Fuck, I couldn't say that name right. It's "Sanctuary" from Kingdom Hearts, but it's the Japanese version.
Utada Hikaru. Yes.
Yeah, I couldn't find the English version for the longest time, so on my phone was just the Japanese version.
So it's not simple and clean like molesting children.
God damn it!
I'm sorry.
Why?
I'm sorry.
He gets
I'm
it.
sorry. It's
This guy gets it.
No, I don't.
all right.
I hate you guys.
Yeah, we hate ourselves.
Yeah.
We really do. I do. All right, I'll go next. My first one is that's not a good one. That's so generic. I don't want that one, but I got.
It's fine. Do it.
Just do it.
It's So Far Away by Stained.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Okay.
You can just draw that back to I'm pretty sure that was from my breakup playlist whenever Vina and I broke up in fucking college. I just sat there singing So Far Away. That and Breakdown by Mariah Carey and Bone Thugs and Harmony. That's a good.
So I really
breakup jam.
feel. I'm not gonna lie, Shannon. I think you might like this. I found a music video of just Jeff Hardy on MySpace Video to that song, and that was the first time I ever heard it.
So Far Away.
Yeah.
That was WWE used that, and I don't know if it was for Jeff Hardy or what, but they used that for a promo package for somebody.
Maybe, but I definitely remember it being Jeff Hardy, and it was definitely on MySpace Video.
I think you saw somebody upload because I think WWE did a video package to that song with him. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna pull it, Dalton, right now. I'm on it.
I remember when Stained was just so fucking popular. Like, they could do no wrong. I heard their songs all the time. It was that.
Found it.
Oh, that was quick. Well, I didn't have to stall very long.
No, keep talking. It's fine.
No, it's about Stained.
Now it's
who
in
gives
my
a
ears,
shit.
which is super annoying. But yeah, here it is.
You posted it in the Discord?
Yep, there it is.
That
It's like a 5-minute version of it, but that's exactly it. Because I knew exactly what you were talking about when you said that. I'm like, I know I've seen this.
But did
because
WWE make
that.
this?
Yes.
Oh.
Yep, because I saw it on WWE programming.
Okay.
Because they made one, and they made one with that, and then there was also one. Oh, what was the song? They did one for Mick Foley too, and it was when he retired, the first time. What was the song? I think it was Stained too.
Well, he was a stain on the floor after the Undertaker threw him off the Hell in the Cell. Dalton, are you getting Battleground still?
I don't know. So I was going to, and then Super Mario 3D All Stars is dropping on the same day. So let me just.
You pre-ordered that, right?
Pre-ordered and paid it off all the way.
Okay, good. Fantastic, fucking fantastic. I'm in a mood.
Well, did I do something wrong by pre-ordering a game I wanted?
No, no, it's actually good because it's sold out like everywhere. It's gonna go for scalper prices because Nintendo's a bunch
What is it,
of
Battleground?
No.
Fuck no, that game's gonna be everywhere.
Yeah, 3D All Stars.
Oh yeah. We all pre-ordered that, right?
The Marios. Yeah, so apparently what Billy was telling me is that Mario 64 is based on a newer ROM that had come out that Nintendo put out, and apparently it no longer has the long back jump. They took it out of the game completely.
What?
I didn't know this. You guys might have. Did you guys play Mario 64?
No.
Yes.
When Mario throws Bowser, do you know what he says?
He is okay. What he says is "So long, King Bowser."
That's what the voice actor says. Yes.
Yes, because he says it so quickly, it sounds like he's saying "So long, Gay Bowser."
Yes, but they told me that the other day. I had never heard that before, so I listened to the audio clip and I was like, okay, that really does sound like "So long, Gay Bowser." And then
see what I heard for years because Charles Martinet always puts that "It's a me," the little Italian bit. I thought he was just saying "So long, Bowser." Dash A.
That's what I thought too. And when they told me that, I said, no, it's probably "So long, Bowser." But then we listened to it and it was very much "So long, Gay Bowser." But he said it was King Bowser.
Come on, man. So. Yes, yeah.
But then apparently Bowser became a symbol for gay rights. Which is that's as fucking weird as the Babadook. Did you know the Babadook?
I was gonna say that's the Babadook thing.
Yeah,
it's the same deal.
Good lord! All right, I mean, not that I'm fine with that. I don't know why you would want the fucking Babadook as your champion.
You just hit that Seinfeld. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, Hunter, you go.
All right,
let's save it.
This list and see what happens. All right, that's a pretty good one. So my first one is gonna be Rubber Band Man by the Spinners.
Oh,
which is pretty awesome. That's a good one. I will admit, though, I did not add that to my list until, which one was it? Infinity War. Avengers Infinity War. It's the first song, or it's the song that you hear when you first see the Guardians of the Galaxy, when they come in the Milano. That's the first one that Quill plays off of the Zune that he gets in Guardians 2.
All right.
So, not that I didn't know the song or like it before that, but that was when I started listening to it more often.
That is not the song that I thought it was.
What did you think I was talking? Oh, you thinking T.I.
Rubber Band Man. Wild as the Taliban.
To be fair, I have that one too, so actually I should go back. Okay, yeah, it was the Spinners version, but I have that one too.
9
Hey,
am
Jim.
I right?
Pick.
45 Hey, Jim.
Hey, Jim.
We were getting all the greatest hits.
Let's take it back to Dalton.
All right, super unfortunate. Moneymaker by Ludacris. I'm happy that
man.
Ludacris made an appearance here on the top fives.
I'm gonna hit you with a controversial opinion. Ludacris was only ever good in other people's songs.
That's fair.
I said it.
I can
That's
only remember.
fair.
I only know one
I'm gonna-
Ludacris song off the top of my head. It's on my playlist, and it's that "Back Up," and that'll play sometimes, and I go, nah.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I will amend it a little bit. Ludacris was at his best in other people's songs. It's not that he wasn't good otherwise, but he is the epitome of, I'm going to add this to my playlist, and then I'm going to skip it every time it comes up, unless he's in a song with somebody else, and then I'll listen to it.
Yeah, but he was
Ludacris
the-
has some
he was-
pretty good hits.
He was the bomb in Phantoms.
Yo.
My favorite bit from that movie.
I like that movie though. I actually think that's a pretty good horror film. You know. Anyway.
Wait, what? I'm not talking about Phantoms. I'm talking about Jay and Silent Bob.
Oh, my bad. Thought we were talking about Phantoms. All right. My next one is oh shit! I just mentioned this on the show last night actually when Shelby and I were talking about Marilyn Manson. It's "Cry Little Sister" by Marilyn Manson.
Who is this a cover? Because this is one of his covers, right? Who's he covering?
I don't. Let me look up the name of the person because
I'm looking.
It's from it's Gerard McMahon, by the way, is the original singer. So it's from the Lost Boys soundtrack. It's the iconic.
Okay.
It's that iconic song, "Cry Little Sister, Thou Shalt Not Kill." You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I loved it in that movie. By the way, Lost Boys is one of my favorite horror films. Fantastic movie if you've never seen it. And Marilyn Manson did a really good cover of it. So, yeah. In fact, back when I was trying to decide on music for wrestling, in one of my many, many fever dreams, I thought about using this one. And I was like, why the fuck would you ever come out to that? That makes no sense. Hunter.
All right, let's do it. Here we go. Oh, all right. This is also a good one. I'm gonna have a weird playlist tonight. Bob Seger's "Night Moves."
Ooh.
Yeah. So this is one of those songs that I like it in general. Don't get me wrong. This was a song that I didn't really start hearing a lot until I was doing voice tracking for back when it was 92.9 The River, and it was based out of our station in Sykeston at River Radio. That eventually moved up to 93.9, and they moved kind of past this time frame because "Night Moves." That's an old tune. When that came out, 1976. But I know you guys are going to know what I'm talking about. So there are times that you hear something in a song and you can picture exactly what they're talking about, even though you've never been there. Yes?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. So the end of this, if you know "Night Moves," the end of the song, or toward the end anyway, I woke last night to the sound of thunder. How
Yes.
far off I sat and wandered. Started humming a song from 1962. Ain't it funny how the night moves? I can picture exactly how that looks of somebody in like a pretty bare, like big city apartment, 70s, 80s. It's old time frame. You wake up to a thunderstorm in the middle of the night, sit up for a second, listen, get a drink, and go back to bed. I swear to you, it's like I have lived a previous life in that song. And so it's been on my playlist ever since. I never skip it. It's not my favorite song in the world, but I listen almost entirely for that part coming up. I have had nights since then where I will wake up in the middle of a thunderstorm, sit and go, that's the first song that comes to mind. The first thing that comes to mind is those lyrics.
You just start singing that song, and then Sarah's like, what the hell are you doing?
It's 3 a.m, man.
Stop singing,
if I'm up-
Seeger.
If I'm up, then I'm up with Parker because he's got to go poop.
And he's singing to you.
We'll go outside and then I sing it while we're out there. But yeah, I got real introspective there for a minute. But yeah, that's why that was on there. I'm glad that came up. That one has a good story with it.
And he carries the chorus because while you're singing, he's over there going, and that's actually the bass line.
He's getting some good.
They cut
some
that
good
out
harmonies.
of the radio edit cuts that out. But if you listen to the album version,
Right,
it's in there.
right. All right, Dalton.
Okay, so here's where it starts getting weirder. Dechita by August D. He's one of the guys in BTS. He's one of the rappers.
One, you started with Utada Hikaru. This is where it gets weird.
Oh shit, you're right. Yeah. Well, all right. So I had a Japanese woman singing, and now I have a Korean guy rapping. The video is the weirdest thing in the world, and it's actually like the song that got me into K-pop.
All right, so we can now officially confirm that Dalton thinks Asians are weird. All right, good to know.
And we're gonna plaster that everywhere.
Sweet. I hate you guys so fucking much. I should have just stayed at home. Fuck, I can't even say stayed at home. God.
I was about to say, where are you gonna go? Upstairs? Nope.
The video is really cool for it though, but
oh, that's good. Is that you, Dalton? Oh no, it's Ollie London.
It's I thought that was Sadie marrying the cutout of Jimin. Jimin?
No, dude, he's hot as hell. There's that whole boy band is fucking attractive.
You make me feel weird.
Watch them dance and they'll make you feel weird.
I don't like when you say things like that because like I'm perfectly open with my sexuality. You know, I like butter in my mouth and a popsicle stick up my ass just like the next guy. But when you talk about boy bands and how hot they are when they dance, it makes me think. I think Dalton really respects these guys as artists.
I'm gonna need you to grab that fancy octopus.
And then Dalton posts the video of it. Yeah, I liked BTS a lot when they were called Malice Miser and it had gagged in it. Look, I've been down this road before.
Things really heating up in the K-pop fandom in the group chat.
He said no. Gacked was not K-pop. He was J-pop. J-pop was the original K-pop, and it was better.
Well, that sounds elitist.
You used to be with it until they changed what it was.
No, it's the Korean children that are wrong.
The J turned into a K, and Shannon just can't keep up.
It'll happen to you.
He was good until Gangnam Style.
Gangnam Style.
Nobody really honestly think about it. Has anything been good since Gangnam Style?
No,
nothing was good before it. To be fair.
Yeah, but that was the pinnacle.
All right, I got another one.
All right, go ahead.
Oh baby, here you go. Here and Now, Luther Vandross.
Ooh.
Okay. Well done.
Yeah, I love R&B. I love Motown. I adore it. I have so much of that on my playlist, and it never shows up though. Like whenever I'm actually listening to music, it's always fucking 6 songs by Nickelback, and I'm like, I've only got 6 songs by Nickelback. There's so much that Spotify's not tapping into here. Luther Vandross is amazing. I don't even have to talk about Luther Vandross. I'm just gonna swing it over to Hunter. And if you don't like Luther Vandross, you're racist. I said it. Go ahead.
Oh, that broke me. All right.
Why is that what broke him?
That's a good question. I was going to say I'm going to go with, but I shuffled it, and I don't get a choice of what to go with. Recovery by Frank Turner. So that tells me you guys don't know Frank Turner.
Sorry.
So it's okay. Frank Turner is the best possible thing that could have happened to Ed Sheeran. He is an English, almost kind of folk guy, but he's described as literally like punk folk, which is weird, but bear with me on it. He's like an alt rock kind of dude.
Was he the singer of Million Dead?
Oh, I don't know.
He is because I looked him up on Google.
Okay, good. Because I started to say I have 2 Frank Turner songs on here, and it's Recovery and what's the other one?
I Jessified it.
Oh man, there's another one, and I can't think of it that I have on here, but this is the one that usually comes up anyway. This is a good tune, and Shannon, if you haven't heard it, I think you should listen to it because I think you would appreciate it in a lot of ways, especially right now. So, but yeah, it's a good tune. It's upbeat, but the lyrics aren't upbeat. It's that kind of thing. I don't know. I don't really know how else to describe it. It's a good song. If you're like an alt rock. Especially indie kind of alt rock kind of person, you haven't heard of Frank Turner. This song came out in like 2013. It looks like it's been out for some time, and he in general, I don't know if he's even doing anything anymore. I only ever got the 2 songs and left it at that. So yeah, Frank Turner, Recovery, good tune.
All right, Dalton, where are we at by the way time wise?
We got about 5 minutes, 6 minutes.
Okay, cool. Dalton,
Paranoia in B major by the Avett Brothers.
Jesse brought up the Avett Brothers.
Yeah, but I could have sworn they were on last night's show too. Yeah.
Yep.
I fucking love the Avett Brothers. They had it's just these 2 brothers and like a cello player, and I think I can't think of what the other guy does, but they always have other like studio musicians come in. And for the longest time, for like 3 or 4 years, whenever they were getting really big, the drummer was from Perryville.
Oh,
Really?
nice.
Yeah, like whenever they hit really big. I mean, that's how I heard about him, because I was friends with the guy's little brother. And he was like, hey, listen to this. It's something you would like. And I did, and I've listened to him ever since, even after the dude wasn't in the band anymore.
He said, this is something you will like.
And
Hey, oh, go ahead.
go. No, you're good.
Well, I need to ask Hunter something, but it's unrelated. So you go ahead and finish your thought. Well,
Oh, no, it's good. The Avett Brothers are fucking awesome. Like, that's it.
Just Hunter, we need to talk.
Okay.
No,
What's
never
wrong?
mind. Can we get Chinese food?
That's what you want to talk about.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. My next one. Do you remember a little band called The Calling?
Oh, I do.
Adrian.
Is this where? Oh man, what's it called?
Well, this one's called Adrian.
Okay, that's not what I'm thinking of.
I think this was
'Cause
their
these
big
are the
song,
guys.
though.
They were. Oh, was it? Because I'm thinking of a different group then. Was Wherever You Will Go not The Calling?
Shit.
Was that not
That
their
is
song?
that's their big song. Yeah,
I
Adrian.
was gonna say.
Yeah, no. Same band. You're right. That is a bigger song. You're 100%
Okay.
right. Yeah.
Okay.
But Adrian's a good song, too. I actually was a big fan of The Calling. I found out about them not through that song, but through, I think it was either the Daredevil or Elektra soundtrack. Because I'm pretty sure it was Daredevil. Yeah, it was definitely Daredevil. Because he kept talking about Blind Justice in it. And if you weren't a fan of Marvel movies in like the 90s and early 2000s, you missed a bunch of really good soundtracks. Because those soundtracks were awesome. I learned.
Oh, the Spider-Man 2 soundtrack was fucking so good.
I think
it was killer. That's the one that had Vindicated on it. Dashboard Confessional.
Oh, I sang that song so many times.
Oh yeah. We
that
all
also
did. Go ahead.
Well, just you mentioned that, and I just had to look up that soundtrack listing, and oh my god, I mean, just listen to this: "Vindicated" by Dashboard Confessional, "Ordinary" by Train, that was a hot one. "Did You" by Hoobastank, yeah. Hold On" by Jet, and then the best song that goddamn. All right, there's 2 other songs that are really good. "Give It Up" by Midtown. I absolutely fucking adore that song. That's one of my favorite songs of all time.
Midtown did a really good cover too of what I can't think of the name of the song. I don't want to lose your love tonight. I can't remember the actual song, but they covered that song.
It's Your Love.
Yeah, so Midtown covered that because it's by Outfield. Good call.
Yeah.
Midtown covered that, and they were on somebody else's soundtrack, and it's really good. That's a good cover.
Midtown's a great band. I loved the "Give It Up" song because of the lyrics. Have you ever heard the song?
Yes. Yeah, because I had that soundtrack, dude. I wore that CD out.
It's literally asking, talking about finding a place to die and walking the streets, and I'm like, that's me. I walk the streets looking for a place to die. You can't mention this song without putting an asterisk next to it. "Lucky You" by Lost Prophets. Great song, but unfortunately,
you can't say that name.
But I mean, again, just looking down that soundtrack, you don't even have to name the songs. You're looking at Yellow Card. You've already mentioned, Hoobastank, Jet, Train, whatever. But you've got Yellow Card. You got
Taking Back Sunday.
The Ataris are on there. Smile Empty Soul, who they were good. I mean, nobody really remembers them, but they were good.
Oh, I remember them because they keep doing concerts at the bar down the street from my store. No joke.
You see on here, yeah, they really do. You see on here that it says specifically in the UK they also got a Switchfoot song on there, which perfectly fits that theme.
Yeah, but the best song on that soundtrack by far, best song on that soundtrack, "Gifts and Curses" by Yellow Card. Oh my god. Oh, what an amazing fucking song.
Just to double back to The Calling, since that was the actual band that came up here, you were naming the other single of theirs, and it's no fault of yours. I was hearing Adrian, Adrian. Then I looked it up and saw Adrienne, Adrienne, which just sounds a little different, and that made all the difference, because now I know the song you're talking about. It's that Adrienne, that kind of thing. Yeah?
Yeah.
That's the song?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, okay. At
Dalton.
first I was like, I have no idea what song this is.
Dalton, I got a song for you. You tell me if you know it.
What's that metronome I hear? Perhaps.
Oh,
they
good.
had-
Yeah. Is that fucking Drew McIntyre's first theme?
It is. I just wanted to sing it to you.
Yeah.
Really
Broken
close.
Dreams.
Yeah.
Broken Dreams. I dream broken dreams.
Yeah.
All right, Hunter, go ahead.
I'm going to go with, because it's what, I keep saying that, but it's what comes up, Canned Heat by Jamiroquai.
Jamiroquai.
Jamiroquai. So, okay,
there's a name I haven't
Jamiroquai
heard
had
forever.
only... he had only 2 songs, Virtual Insanity, and everybody knew Virtual Insanity because of the video, right? With the furniture moving around the room and everything. Mm-hmm. You remember that? Mm-hmm. And then Canned Heat, if you don't know this one, it's the Napoleon Dynamite song, which in some cases ruins it for people, but it's the song that he does the dance routine to at the end of the song, the movie. The song
I didn't know that was
great.
Jamiroquai.
Hey, everybody,
if you can
here.
divorce it, hey, Lindsay.
Hi.
If you can divorce,
I just want to say F people that go into stores 10 minutes before close and then shop for another 30.
I was about to ask what took you so long.
Hey, real quick, let's give a shout out to Christina Applegate.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So anyway, that's if you can divorce the fact that it is the song from Napoleon Dynamite, it's a good tune. It's a real danceable tune. It's too long. It's like 5.5 minutes long, but it's a good tune.
Oh, it's a good movie, though, to be fair.
It is a good movie, too. It's just, Napoleon Dynamite is the epitome of a movie that got played out.
Yeah,
just run into the ground.
If I was in Napoleon Dynamite and it got that popular, I would have killed myself. Because that's too popular. All right, Dalton, last one.
It's too much.
The Legend of Chavo Guerrero by the Mountain Goats.
What? That's as bad as Timbers.
Timbers.
You've heard this song, Shannon.
That's not a real song.
Timbers.
All right, I'm going to YouTube on it.
The Legend of Chavo Guerrero
by the Mountain Goats.
It sounds familiar, but it's just when you hear that song title, it's like that's a fever dream of a wrestling fan.
The video's not good because there's some people that have been a little canceled from it. Joey Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's basically the Mountain Goats made a entire album based on professional wrestling. Like it's a professionally wrestled, like it's a themed album. And the big song from it is The Legend of Chavo Guerrero because the lead singer was, I think he's from California. He was either from Texas or California and watched old, like his favorite wrestler was Chavo Guerrero. So he just made an entire video.
Yes.
Or an entire song. Yeah, he did a video too, but... And there's the proof. The Legend of Chavo Guerrero. It's amazing.
I mean, I looked it up. I looked it up while you were talking about it. I believe you.
It looks very proofy.
Yeah, you let me down, but Chavo never once did.
Chavo Classic. Chavo Classic.
Yeah, it's Chavo Classic, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Last one for me. And, oh, shit. That's ironic that yours was Legend of Chavo Guerrero. My last one is Live in Fear by Bray Wyatt. It's actually Mark Crozer. And originally it was called Broken Out in Love. But you cannot find that title on Spotify anymore. It just goes by Live in Fear with Bray Wyatt's theme.
Yeah, it's so good.
That's just a good song in general. Yeah, that's one of there's some wrestling songs that I can listen to without even telling people it's a wrestling song because that song originally wasn't a wrestling song. It's a song that Bray Wyatt heard and wanted to use, and he got permission to do it. And now they have that really cool cover by is it Code Orange?
Code Orange. So I will say, going back just really quick since I know we're low on time, that was probably my favorite live performance at a WrestleMania.
Was them singing Live in Fear?
Because it didn't take anything away from how good the song was. Mm-hmm. And it added that to that entrance because they were all they were wearing the plague doctor's masks and shit. Like it was the perfect addition to his entrance. It didn't take away from it at all. It just added just that really cool layer of swamp cult leader.
It added a great, like Donald Trump. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
The swamp cult leader. All right, Hunter, last one. What do you got?
This is bizarre that this is what came up, and I want to before I get into this.
Please say
it's not how bizarre. It's not. It's not OMC. It is not the what is it? Murder Club. I forget what
Millionaires
the O
Club,
for.
not Murder Club.
Or Millionaires.
Well, no, it's because they're all
I
dead
think they
now.
were murdering people.
They are all dead. He's right.
I want to say before I throw this one out there, I did a version of this earlier today because Ethan did his list on our subreddit on r/Podzilla 1985. He put his up this morning, good old Wheels the Third, and so I did one then that has been completely different from this one. Anytime I landed on the same song, I went ahead and skipped ahead to get a different one. So you'll have to go there for that list. So this one has been weird, and I'm going to end with Charles Bradley's "Change for the World." And I know you don't know this one either, but if you watch Barry on HBO, that show starring Bill Hader, where he's the hitman who's trying to get out of that life and become an actor, it's the theme song to that show. You always hear like a 5 to 10 second clip at the beginning of the show, and it was driving me crazy. It's a really good tune. It is labeled as a soul song, so it's very much Charles Bradley is just an old black soul singer, and he is the epitome of like exactly what you're expecting from that. He's very, very good at what he does. I have not ended up downloading any of the other songs from that album, but he has an album that came out in 2016 with it on it called Changes. I'm going to link the song right now. Actually, Shannon, I think you used this for the intro to a show when you were asking for songs a while back ago.
I think so.
Yeah, it's a good tune, and it's one of those you can listen to beginning to end and enjoy independent of the show.
So, since you mentioned that, I do want to give a shout out to Ethan. I'm going to read his list real quick. And we actually had 2 people reply. So, Ethan's was Black Sheep by the Evil X's, which, as I pointed out, if you're going to listen to that song, that version, listen to the metric version. Hunter said a controversial statement that the version by Brie Larson was better than the metric version. And that has been something, that has been an argument I've had with people for a long, long time. I like both versions, to be fair. I just prefer the metric version. I don't know why. But Brie Larson's version is really, really good. I don't want to take anything away from it. That's just my preference. But I do really love the Brie Larson version. I always heard the Brie Larson version was just a little bit more, like, sensual. Like, it had a little bit more breathy of...
It is, but to me, that's why it fits. And I know the song was not written for Envy Adams, don't get me wrong. It wasn't written for the character, but it feels like it was. It just fits. It also, to me, I like listening to that song, but I much prefer to watch the clip from the movie because you get the voiceover by Bill Hader, uncredited for doing that, and then you get the perfect build-up when they're doing the intro to the song of the back and forth, oh yeah, oh no, like the back and forth of the two of them. Oh no. It's so good.
And I don't know if you've ever seen the lead singer of Metric, but they based Envy Adams on her. Like, they look exactly like... I love Metric. That's just one of my favorite bands. Champagne by Polyphia and Nick Johnston. I don't know who that is. Emmett Remus by Red Hot Chili Peppers. Everybody loves the Peppers. Told You Once by...
Do they?
Do you not like the Peppers?
This is my unpopular music opinion. I am not a big fan of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I'm not going to lie and act like I don't have some of their songs downloaded. I'm just not...
I like some of their songs.
Chili Peppers guy.
I don't like all their stuff, but the songs that I do like, I really like. Like, Californication, obviously, Under the Bridge. I mean, there's some songs I really like by them, but I'm not a huge Peppers fan.
I think it's also just required if you've ever been a DJ at a rock radio station that you eventually either started out hating them or eventually get sick of them because it's just every third song is Chili Peppers, man. They are the epitome of a band is where the song is either really good or it just sucks.
That's also Halo if you work in the video game industry or video game retail, as all 3 of us did.
Yep.
Told You Once by the Apples in Stereo. And this was actually mentioned on the show last night when I mentioned Mumford and Sons, Little Lion Man. I have never heard that song, and they thought that.
You definitely have. You would know if you. Hey, the Little Lion Man. It's you've heard it.
I'm gonna have to listen to it because it doesn't sound familiar, but I make poor decisions in life. And then our old friend, I don't think he ever told us his name, so we can only go by his ID of M39A Man. You're gonna have to tell us. You're gonna fuck.
Did you just get that?
I just got that. Did you know that? Did you know that Tails' name is Miles Per Hour?
Because it's the speed thing, miles per hour.
He says, "Get ready for the hipster list. I waxed up my mustache just to type this up."
Man, I'm skimming it down, and it sure is.
Morton's Fork, Typhoon.
Hang on. Before you name any of them, and I know we're over time. We're at like a minute 8 right now.
It's my last show. It's fine.
So. I think, Ethan put the name of the song followed by the artist. I also put the name of the song followed by the artist. Looking down our buddy Mega Man's list here, I could not tell you which one is the band and which one is the song if you put a gun to my head when it comes to the names of these. I assume he's doing it the way we did, so it's song, then artist.
Yeah, but when I see number 3, American Shoes by Rainbow Kitten Surprise, or that could be Rainbow Kitten Surprise by the American Shoes. And then if you have Kirby naming them, who the fuck knows? Because he's Kirby. Oh my God, he drives me crazy when he would say something like, "And here's." Go ahead, you do it.
So he would go to introduce a song, and it would be like, coming up next, it's Bonfire with Childish Gambino. And you're like, with? What do you mean with? No, it's not a with. It's
You
by.
gotta
And
back
you
what
always
you
do.
Dumb bastard. Anyway.
For the record, I looked it up. I assume if they're still in order, Rainbow Kitten Surprise is the band. So he did it like we did. Song, then band.
Okay. Morton's Fork by Typhoon. Atrophy by the Antlers. American Shoes with Rainbow Kitten Surprise. I'm going to say it like Kirby would. 38 Airweight with Doomtree. And Crockpot with Sloth Trust. I almost said Slut Trust. Jesus Christ. All right. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight. And that's going to do it for me. Like, that's, the weight of it just hits you all at once. Now, we'll have, Hunter, if you would do me the favor and go ahead and put the betting odds in the r/Podzilla 1985 about how long I'll be gone.
I'm on it.
We'll see what people think. My prediction, I think I'll be gone at least a week or two. I would say 2 weeks. I'm shooting for 2 weeks. Tonight might have been a little bit more optimistic than I thought it was going to be. So maybe it'll be a little faster. But I vow to take a little bit of time off to myself and get my affairs in order. If I'm back on Tuesday next week, just fucking slap me, because I am the biggest fucking liar.
I'm going to tell you right now, I sincerely hope you saved your character sheet, because since we were going to do new ones this weekend, I deleted them all. I was going to do that with all of them anyway, so I hope you have that sheet around.
Yeah, I kept it.
Okay, good.
I kept it.
Because I knew after I did that, I'm like, well, crap, I won't be getting a new one from him for a while. Unless you're going to come in and because we're doing that session on Sunday for leveling up anyway. So
I'll be there for that, yeah.
Okay.
You know, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Sunday at 4.
I was gonna put Everlong at the end of this episode, but
Yeah,
it doesn't feel right, because I don't feel like I'm gonna be gone forever.
Because I both know
the
that song
difference-
would have come up on our playlists anyway, so.
I will say, Hunter, the difference is you actually left the job after you played
Dalton,
that song.
do you want me to stay away?
No, I'm just messing with you.
Like, if you want me to stay away, Tanner, open your mouth.
Book it. That motherfucker never showed up.
I messaged him. I said, you need to be on the show. He's like, not tonight. I'm like, no, exactly tonight. It's my last show. Fuck off. That's fine. I love him.
I love how you said, no, exactly, it's my show, fuck off.
I already told Tanner to fuck off once tonight. I don't need to tell him again.
No, you can do it again.
All right. That's the show. We'll we'll be back. We'll be back on Tuesday or Monday with Nerd Up. I don't know anymore.
No, Nerd Up's every other week. We just did Nerd Up.
Okay.
So you guys are still going to do every other week? See, I thought you were going to start going back to every week.
No, I think we're still doing every other.
Well, point is, there may or may not be a Nerd Up on Monday. We'll be back on Tuesday with PZ85 Plays, where we have a surprise.
Yes.
Because
No, it's Jesse. I mean, it's not.
Jesse's replacing me.
Sism.
No, God, no.
Jesse's not replacing you. Jesse is stepping in to be a new part of the cast. We haven't had Jesse on PZ85 Play since the first episode of The Horrors of Perryville.
Since he took the truck and drove down to Mexico.
It became El Jefe, yeah. The truck that I sent you, the one that says nachos, motherfucker, on the side. So yeah, he hasn't been there. He hasn't been there since then. But now that we're doing our second arc, our second official episode, because now the terminology is confusing, but we finished what is the first written episode of Dawn of Defiance, although it took 6 episodes of the show to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're starting the second one, and Jesse's gonna jump in, and here's the thing, I don't even know who he's gonna play yet. All I can tell you guys is he told me probably not a Jedi. So
That's
which
really
is actually
sad, because I was hoping
it's against what I expected.
I wanted to get another great Jedi in there, you know.
I'm gonna murder you.
Well, you got to find me now.
I know where you are.
We know where you live.
I know where you are. I helped move everything in there.
Yeah, I wish Dalton had helped. Anyway.
Yeah, me too.
Wednesday.
Dalton standing in the back of the truck and talking about how strong I am does not constitute helping.
You are so deceptively strong.
He was just showing off in front
What
of his
does
wife.
that mean?
You're so little. I wasn't expecting it.
I didn't expect you to say it out loud.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
People, when I was in radio, would meet me out in public, and they would be like, "I expected you to be taller," and my response was always, "Yeah, me too."
So did my parents.
Yeah. No, they didn't. You've met my dad. My dad's shorter than I am, and my mom's like 5 foot nothing.
I don't think I've ever met your dad. I don't think so.
Oh, I thought you had.
No, I've seen pictures.
Well, maybe not. Yeah,
But that's pretty much the only way you can meet my parents at this point, too, is through pictures.
hey, don't you challenge me with a good time?
You grab the shovel.
I don't know what that means.
Holy shit!
But then Wednesday, back on Pro Wrestling Unscripted, Dalton and Asa. Thursday, PZ85 After Dark. And that's going to be crazy on what that is. And, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how long I stay away. I predict as time goes on that I'm going to go insane really quickly. So you can stay tuned to my new podcast.
You're going to be gone as long as I was from my retirement.
We're going to call it Mecha Podzilla 1985.
Who's we?
Oh, me and the voices in my head. Because I hear voices in my head. They tell me to stop doing this show.
That's not as good of a song.
Anyway, we're going to get out of here. If this is my last time for a while, then I just want to tell everybody I love you. It's been an honor. Everyone on the show, everyone listening. It really has. When I announced that I was leaving the show, I 100% expected to be gone for a long, long time. As time has gone on, I already missed doing it. And I didn't think I'd miss doing it because I always talk about how bad I want to leave. But there's something about getting together with my friends and just making fun of things and laughing that for some reason you people seem to enjoy. I don't understand it, but if you're entertained, then God bless you, and we'll keep doing it. But if it is the last time for a long time, yeah, thank you guys for supporting us. And if I'm back in 2 weeks, then you can all make fun of me on r/Podzilla 1985. But we'll see what happens for Hunter and for Dalton and for myself. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hunter, ask me to take us out.
Hey, Shannon, take us out.
Later.